Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches: Detroit Pistons vs Charlotte Hornets, Cleveland Cavaliers vs Phoenix Suns, and Milwaukee Bucks vs Brooklyn Nets, which are happening on Tuesday, May 4th, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips, and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. So I am going to start off by talking about the Detroit Pistons vs Charlotte Hornets match. Tuesday's game between these Eastern Conference foes marks the third time they have faced each other this season, with Charlotte winning every meeting up until this point. The Hornets are coming off a 121-111 loss at home to the Miami Heat, while the Pistons have lost their last three straight games to the Hornets, Orlando Magic, and Dallas Mavericks. The Hornets have owned the Pistons this season. Let's make this a Tuesday morning contest to see who can read that sentence without rolling their eyes. Everyone has owned the struggling Pistons this season. That doesn't make a meeting such as this one any less needed for a Hornets team that has lost 3 of their last 4 games, including a recent run-in with the Miami Heat. The Detroit Pistons need a win after losing 6 of their last 7 games. The Detroit Pistons are averaging 107.1 points on 45% shooting and allowing 111.1 points on 47.6% shooting. Jeremy Grant is averaging 22.5 points and 4.6 rebounds, while Josh Jackson is averaging 13.5 points and 2.2 assists. Saddiq Bey is the third double-digit scorer, and Mason Plumlee is grabbing 9.3 rebounds. The Detroit Pistons are shooting 35.5% from beyond the arc and 76.5% from the free throw line. The Detroit Pistons are allowing 36.7% shooting from deep and are grabbing 42.9 rebounds per game. The Hornets are 0-4 ATS in their last 4 road games and 4-9 ATS in their last 13 games overall. The Pistons are 3-1 ATS in their last 5 home games and 1-5 ATS in their last 6 games overall. The under is 21-8 in Hornets' last 29 overall. The under is 7-3-1 in Pistons' last 11 overall. The Hornets are 5-0 ATS in the last 5 meetings in Detroit and 7-1 ATS in the last 8 meetings. Detroit won't have much of a response considering how bad they've been offensively. There's no consistency on the roster with Jeremy Grant and Mason Plumlee out of the lineup. They are the 5th worst team in offensive efficiency this season. It would help if they could at least play defense, but then again, we just saw the Orlando Magic drop a 119-point bomb on them. Yes, that's the same Magic team with the 2nd worst scoring offense in basketball. The Hornets clearly miss Gordon Hayward and Devonte Graham, but they are still dangerous offensively with Terry Rozier, LaMelo Ball, and Malik Monk. My betting advice for that game is to pick Charlotte Hornets. Now I am going to be talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers vs Phoenix Suns match. If the Suns win and cover as heavy road favorites, it will be because they win the 3-point battle. Cameron Payne is questionable to play Tuesday while Jay Crowder is out. Abdel Nader remains out indefinitely. The Suns have emerged as a complete team as they will be heading to the playoffs for the first time since 2010 and will regain the best record in the NBA with a win. They have elite guards in Chris Paul and Devin Booker who can distribute and score efficiently when they need to create shots for themselves. Both Paul and Booker rank in the 69th percentile or higher in points per 100 shot attempts and in the 91st percentile or higher in assist percentage among their position groups. Payne has also been effective as a secondary ball handler, as his 3.5 assist to turnover ratio this season ranks 2nd among Suns in the last 10 years, behind only Paul's 3.8 assist to turnover ratio this season. The Phoenix Suns are averaging 114.5 points on 48.9% shooting and allowing 108.4 points on 46.2% shooting. Devin Booker is averaging 25.6 points and 4.4 assists, while Chris Paul is averaging 16.2 points and 4.5 rebounds. DeAndre Ayton is the third double-digit scorer and Michael Bridges is dishing 2.2 assists. The Phoenix Suns are shooting 37.3% from beyond the arc and 82.5% from the free throw line. The Phoenix Suns are allowing 35.3% shooting from deep and are grabbing 43.2 rebounds per game. The Cavaliers have struggled offensively as they're 106.3 points per 100 possessions, ranked 28th in the NBA, excluding garbage time, per cleaning the glass. They will face a stiff challenge against the Suns' fifth-ranked defense, 110.6, especially with Garland and a handful of other key contributors out. Sexton is the only guard on the team available who is scoring with decent efficiency this season, as the rest of their perimeter players are well below average. Sexton's 116.7 points per 100 shots rank in the 78th percentile among combo guards, as he leads the team with a career-high 24.4 points per game while shooting 37.8% on threes this season. Sexton is the only Cavalier available Tuesday who is shooting over 37% on threes this season. The Cleveland Cavaliers are averaging 103.9 points on 45.4% shooting and allowing 111.4 points on 48.2% shooting. Colin Sexton is averaging 24.4 points and 3.1 rebounds, while Darius Garland is averaging 17.7 points and 6.2 assists. Jarrett Allen is the third double-digit scorer and Sadie Osman is grabbing 3.4 rebounds. Sexton will make smarter decisions while setting up his perimeter players with enough quality looks to remain competitive. The Suns have recently been poor against the spread on the road while also letting inferior teams hang around. My betting advice for that game is to pick Cavaliers plus 13. Now I am going to be talking about the Milwaukee Bucks versus Brooklyn Nets match. Nets star Kevin Durant had 42 points and 10 rebounds on Sunday against Milwaukee but came away empty on a buzzer-beating 3 to tie. Sidekick Kyrie Irving chipped in with 20 points while newcomer Landry Shamet dropped 17. Fellow star James Harden has missed 14 straight games with a right hamstring injury. Brooklyn has been at or near the top of the NBA in most offensive categories this season. As a team, they are second in the NBA in points scored while shooting a blistering 49.2% from the field. Kyrie Irving is back to his usual form, averaging 26.8 points and 6.3 assists, with DeAndre Jordan providing a much-needed paint presence, averaging 7.5 rebounds and 1.18 blocks. Giannis Antetokounmpo scored a whopping 49 points and 8 rebounds, while fellow star Chris Middleton provided 26 points and 11 rebounds in the win over the Nets on Sunday. "I've been working on a jump shot my whole life," Giannis told the Associated Press after the game. The Greek star tweaked his ankle earlier in the week but looked to be 100%. The Nets have two of the best tough shot makers in the league in Durant and Irving, but the Bucks will be able to consistently get higher quality looks against the Nets' defense. Durant and Irving will get theirs, but Antetokounmpo's advantage inside and the Bucks' defensive versatility will be the difference. My first betting advice for that game is to pick Bucks minus 1.5. The Brooklyn Nets look for a win after winning 13 of their last 20 games. The Brooklyn Nets are averaging 118.7 points on 49.2% shooting and allowing 114.4 points on 46.3% shooting. Kevin Durant is averaging 28.1 points and 5.2 assists, while Kyrie Irving is averaging 26.8 points and 5 rebounds. James Harden is the third double-digit scorer and Joe Harris is dishing 1.9 assists. Durant is surging as he has scored a season-high 42 points in each of his last 2 games. In Durant's 9 games since April 1st, he is shooting 59% on threes, and he will need to continue his hot shooting for the Nets to upset the Bucks in Milwaukee. The Milwaukee Bucks look for a win after winning 8 of their last 12 games. The Milwaukee Bucks are averaging 119.3 points on 48.6% shooting and allowing 113 points on 45.3% shooting. Giannis Antetokounmpo is averaging 28.4 points and 11.1 rebounds, while Chris Middleton is averaging 20.4 points and 5.5 assists. The Nets simply don't have anyone who can guard Antetokounmpo, and he must put as much pressure on the rim as possible while playing under control. Antetokounmpo took a season-high 8 3-point attempts in Sunday's win while making a season-high 4 threes. It is unlikely Antetokounmpo continues this level of shooting from beyond the arc, and he will need to bully the Nets down low again and utilize his speed and strength advantage. My second betting advice for that game is to pick over 243. Good luck to all of you.